Alright, well the next one's Yaguchi Mary, who was leader for one single.
Hey,
Yeah!
still more than Mikiri.
That is true. Mikiri was like 20 some odd days. Like 28.
Oh, I thought it was like a few months.
Oh no, it was like 28 days.
Oh. Well,
Anyway,
then.
Yaguchi Mary. Leader for the single of Osaka Koi no Uta.
Yes. And honestly, she got a really awesome, badass single to be the leader of.
That is very true. Then again, I love Mary. I'm also biased here. She's like one of my favorites. I love Jin too.
I think we get a real good taste of how Mari was as leader by looking at Minimoni.
This is very true.
And I guess we're going to have to go off topic a little bit here to be able to talk about her, seeing as
that's fine.
There isn't really enough to talk about from the actual group. But in Minimoni, I remember when I first got into the group, or when I first got into Hello Project in general, I pretty much hated Takahashi Ai with a burning passion, because my favorite the first subgroup I got into, other than Bono, which got me into the group, so it doesn't really count, was Minimoni. And I loved Mari. Like, she was my favorite in the entire group, basically.
And then Takahashi Ai took her place in Minimoni.
The way it looked to me, someone who has absolutely no idea what any of this crap is, was Takahashi Ai kicked Mari out of the group. And so I had this unintentional hatred towards Ai-chan.
But see, I can kind of understand, because I like Minimoni, but I kind of like it more before Takahashi Ai, because to me, Takahashi Ai is not that cute little kid. Does not fit that cute little kid image.
The image completely changed after Ai-chan joined.
Exactly. So I can kind of see where that would come from. Definitely.
But my point is, once I kind of learned a little bit more, and pretty much after I watched the Minimoni movie, I fully kind of understood not only Ai-chan's part, but also Mari's part. And I pretty much really, really loved how Mari's part played out. I don't know how accurate it is to her actual feelings, but in the movie, when she's pretty much giving her spot to Ai-chan and telling Mika, you're the new leader and stuff, she like had this really solemn feel to her, even though she tried to hold out hope so that she didn't make, especially Ibon and Nono sad, but it just said a lot in general. So yeah, I really appreciate Mari's leader. I think she was a nice little ball of energy.
Yeah.
I think though she's better with smaller groups anyway, so I'm kind of glad the Morning Musume one didn't last that long.
Yeah. Alright, so next leader would happen to be
Yoshi!
Yes! I was waiting for you to say
Sorry, I had a delayed reaction because I forgot who we just
It's okay.
Because my friend Skyped me and I had to reply, so I had that moment of switching topics in my head where kind of got lost.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So next is Yoshi. Woo!
I personally don't understand so much how you can respect her as a leader. Like, I think she's an awesome person, but as a leader, she didn't really seem like the type who did much.
Yeah, like, I can understand what you mean by that, but for me, I think why I like her as a leader is because I feel like she kept it fun for everybody instead of making it feel like work, like a lot of times they do in that industry in Japan, is just kind of make it feel like work. Like, I don't know so much as in Japan, but like in Korea, they like overwork their people to where they're like passing out. I know it's not like that bad in Japan, but still. I mean, when you're told, hey, you can't date, you can't do this, you can't do that because you're an idol and that's your job, I mean, I feel like she would be the one that would still make it fun.
Yeah.
You know?
I kind of feel you, but I honestly haven't seen enough stuff from when she was leader to be able to really judge. However, I do really think she was a good mentor for when Aika first joined.
Yeah.
Like, I really think she was probably one of the best, if not the best, role models for Aika.
Yeah, I feel like Aika and her were like best buds when Aika came, because you see all like the pictures and they just look like they're like the best friends ever.
Yeah, they do. Like,
Yeah,
especially
and see,
towards the beginning when she joined. Wasn't she, for Egao Yasnud, wasn't she, like, in a shot with her, too?
I don't remember. But the thing I was gonna say though is like the other thing about Yossi when she's a leader is that like I feel like she was really approachable too. Like if I
Yeah.
was gonna be in the group, I would want someone I could talk to, and I definitely feel like Yossi would just be that down to earth. Like you can tell me anything. Like when
Yeah,
you're at
but
work
it
and you get
depends
that
on who
cool
you are,
boss.
too, though, because me, personally, that type of person is less approachable for me than a strict person. If they're my leader. Like, I feel almost scared to approach them because I just have this fear that the friendliness is a facade. Kind of. I know it's not impossible to tell, but I'm personally paranoid with that kind of thing. So I think it really depended on primarily the person
Yeah.
that's approaching her.
Alright, next leader, Fujimoto Miki. And by the way, I did look up an article. 4 weeks. 4 weeks as a leader.
So you were right about 28, 29 days.
Yep.
So I was thinking 4 weeks, not 4 months.
Yeah.
That's where I went messed up. Anyway, yeah, not really much to say. I personally, looking at, when I first got into Hello Project, Mickey was actually my first soloist that I learned about, so I love Mickey. I am kind of biased for that reason. However, when I kind of got more into Morning Musume and kind of learned more about her personality and stuff, I still love her voice, but I hate her personality. So I really can't imagine she would have made a good leader anyway.
Thank you, I kind of agree with that.
Because, like, there was this one video, it was for jokes and fun and stuff, but, it was a magic trick, and Koharu was called up to do the trick, and she had to stick her hand in a miniature guillotine, or however you say that.
Guillotine.
Okay, that. and she was scared because it just chopped a pickle in half, and she was supposed to stick her hand in it. And Mickey's like, just do it, you crybaby, or something like that. And then started laughing. And, I mean, yeah, it was funny, but when someone is that scared, you're not helping at all.
Yeah, and the one thing I never understood was the whole, like, every other time, and I understand that Miki was old at the time, but every other time in Morning Musume history, generation trumps age.
Well, it's not because she's old. It's because she technically has been there longer than Gen 5.
Yeah, but not technically in Morning Musume longer.
Yeah, well, I don't know for sure, but I heard somewhere that Ai-chan actually rejected the leadership the first go. Like, she was offered leadership after Yossi graduated.
And then 4 weeks later, she was kind of forced into it.
Well, I think after seeing that Mikiri couldn't do it and had to leave, I think she was like, well, to reject it twice would be kind of mean, and I don't think Gaki is yet ready, or something like that, I don't know, but basically, I heard that she turned it down, and technically, seeing as Mickey has been there so long, they gave it to her instead of Gaki. I don't really know for sure. I kind of wish they had given it to Gaki, but I highly doubt it would have worked out well. Simply because then she might have graduated first.
Yeah,
I have terrible intentions.
It's okay. It's okay. So, not much to say about Miki, except for she probably would have made a really bad leader if she would have been there longer than 4 weeks. Yay!
Yeah. I really feel bad for Koharu if that had happened, because Miki really did not like Koharu. From what I could tell. Like, every video I've seen that has Mickey and Koharu, Mickey spends most of the video, if she associates with Koharu, giving her nasty looks or pretty much yelling at her or something.
But see, I can kind of understand that, because I like watched the making of video for Iropoi Jiratai, which is Koharu's first song, and she was really obnoxious and annoying. And like, if that was the first impression that I got from somebody, I would be like, no.